And welcome back to Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl with your host, Roy. In the last episode, we cleared up the co-op events, and since I don't have a second controller plugged in, I can't show you that, but we did clear them. Rest assured, you can always check the playlist or a previous video for them. So in this episode, I was kind of debating on what I was going to do next, because I was like, well, we could just move straight to Stadium, because I was going to save All-Star for after Classic. Training, really, other than achievements, there's no reason to go here. And so I was looking through Stadium, and I was like, well, the fourth thing you can do, you need to beat Classic Mode at least once for. Target Smash, you can beat some of them while you're in Classic. So it just made sense to go ahead and start Classic now. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing it on Easy, which I know is going to make it sound like a wimp, but I'm going to be playing it on Easy for all of them except for 4. There's going to be one character that'll do it normal, one that'll be hard mode, one that'll be very hard, one that'll be intense. Marth will probably be on intense, Fox will probably be on very hard difficulties. As for hard mode, it's probably going to be Wolf, Lucario, or Falcon, and then normal will be whichever one I don't choose from there. Maybe Toon Link. We'll just see how it goes. The main reason I'm doing this is to get through them quickly. It's not a case of me saying, oh no, I can't beat it with Mario on intense or anything like that. It's just a case of me not bothering to waste a whole bunch of time. And since I'm going to be doing boss battles with everyone on intense, it just doesn't make sense to be prolonging. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. I was trying to hit minus, and I hit plus by accident. I was trying to do this. Now, this is kind of a mix between the mode from, or the classic mode from N64 and also the classic mode from Melee. Because if you remember in the classic mode of Smash Bros. 64, it was always the same fights over and over. It was always Link, and then, it was the same order over and over. You'd always fight the same characters. With this one, it's kind of like that, but not entirely. The fights will always be from the same series, so in Stage 1 you will always be fighting a Legend of Zelda character. It can be a one-on-one fight like I had with Sheik, it can be a 2-on-2 where you've got a random ally. Any of those are completely possible. And provided the character has been locked, it is possible to get any combination. On this one, you will either be fighting a giant Yoshi with Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong as your allies, or you will be fighting Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and having Yoshi as your ally, who's not gigantic. It'll be one of those two. I might miss some when I'm going through this, but if I do, then oh well. Stage 3 will be basically a Pokemon battle. It can be one of any kind. It can be a one-on-one. It can be a 2-on-2. It can be between Jigglypuff, Pikachu, Lucario, or any Pokemon trainer's Pokemon. I don't know if he switches out or not. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played Classic, so I'm not entirely sure. But it will not be a 3-on-1 giant. I think that's in a later stage that happens. Stage 4 will either be a team of Marth, a team of Ike, a team of Lucas, or a team of Ness. So it'll involve either Fire Emblem or Earthbound, one way or the other, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because you know how Fire Emblem and Earthbound have their very series of Japan-only games. Oh, that wasn't smart. At least I got killed. So it can be a 2-on-2 with Lucas, fighting Lucas and Ness, or fighting Marth and Ike with, one of those two that are on the other side with your ally, or it can be a team of any of them. I think that's what it is. It can be one-on-ones, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, it's been a long while since I played Classic mode, so. Now, for the target stages that come up, there are 2 per Classic mode, and the ones that you play will depend on what difficulty you chose. So if you play this on Easy mode, you'll be doing stages 1 and 2 of the target test. Normal would be 2 and 3, and you keep going up and up. For Intense, you'll just do stage 5 twice. For this one, I think it's always Kirby series. It can be a team, it can be 2v2, or it can be 1v1. I think that's what it is. The thing is, whenever you're fighting teams, gosh, that box could seriously hurt me. When you chug a Kong ring, get killed in the turn of water. But the thing is, with the teams on Easy mode, they can be really easy to beat, like they are right here, when it's just one-hit kills over and over and over. But on the harder modes, they can actually do a pretty good amount of damage against you.
Versus Zero Suit Samus.
I believe Stage 6 is always a Metroid character, and I think that they can also be Metal. It's like Metal Samus, Metal Zero Suit Samus. Which it doesn't look like it is here, obviously, but... Okay, that was just stupid. Why in the world did she do that?
Versus Giant Paco.
Stage 7 is Star Fox characters. It's Giant, 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, I believe. And I know for a fact I'm missing some. Like, some of these don't sound right. I do love the Star Fox music, though. It's so cool. I mean, it's probably not amazing, but I enjoy listening to it, so. Hey, I actually pulled off a combo. Wow. Hey. The giant characters are another ones that can give you some severe problems whenever you're fighting them on higher difficulties. That'll work. Kind of hoping the Star Wars would like make it really funny to be like sticking out of Mario's eye or something like that, you know.
Versus
Oh well.
Mario and
Stage 8, I believe, is always Mario series based, so it'll be 2-on-2 or
Ready?
1-on-1. Might be Giant. I think I fought Giant Peach a couple times, so it might be a Giant character. As for Metal, I don't think so. I think it's already set to be where, like, you'll always be fighting a certain amount of teams and of Metal characters, but, you know, they can be just on various stages.
Versus Team
And here we have Team
Rob.
Rob.
Ready?
I think for this one, it's not characters, like, it's not always Rob. I think it's characters that always, like, there's only one character in the series from the game, so it could be, you know, Almar from Pigment, since there's nobody else in Pigment in this game. It could be Captain Falcon. I think that's what it goes to. I think it could be Game Watch. I'm just trying to remember at this point, I honestly have no clue. Wow, that guy got destroyed. Dummy. It's a beautiful kick right there, Mario.
Versus Metal
Yes, Metal
Wario.
Wario. This might be another one. I mean, Pit would be another option as well. I think it's just, they have a set right here of characters that don't have anybody else, so it can't be 2-on-2 fights, so they'll make it something else where it's Team Metal or just a 1-on-1. Get this thing. Hey, I did it. Thanks to you. Come down here. Go for a home run. I love it when the AI walks right into stuff like that.
Break the
Hard mode, he
target.
probably wouldn't have done that, but either way.
Ready? Go!
You'll probably get used to seeing these stages, so I'm not really going to go into a huge amount of detail on what each stage will entail. If you're having problems, you can always press pause and find out, you know, you get the entire layout and see where all the targets are. Watch out for that poison mushroom, because it always is poison. Like, the items are always the same that they offer here. It's never different, so. I'll write this one. But yeah, when it comes to target stages, the only thing you'll get for, like, unlockable stuff is beating it with everybody, beating it in a certain time, and then just beating it in general. Like, whenever you first beat it, it will give you something. I had a failed recording where I'd already beaten the first one, and so it unlocked the Apples trophy, which I'll show, because it'll probably show me unlocking something else. So for the final stage, you're just going to have 3 opponents at random, and it's a free-for-all, and it will always be on side of that station. They can damage each other, so it is friendly fire, I suppose. I don't know why Wolf didn't reflect that. He could have easily. Well, I guess it's because he's on easy, but, you know. He's trying to actually spike somebody. Alright, forget this. Yeah! I'm such a dork. I have way too much fun with this game sometimes, I tell you. And for the final fight, if it would load, we have, what a surprise, Master Hand. Crazy Hand will show up. I think it's, once again, just like the Smash Bros. Melee and 64, if you beat it on the normal difficulty, which in this case it's hard mode. The difficulty in the center, so in this case it's hard mode, and you beat it and you have to use the continue at this point. Unfortunately, I don't find it to be that difficult to beat the hands anymore. And it's not because, like, I went back to playing 64 a couple days ago. It's still difficult to beat them, or more difficult than it is here. Like, this game, they're just pushovers. Which is a shame, especially in boss battles. Like, boss battles intense, every time you see them, you're like, oh, it's just these guys. It's a shame, too. But anyway, how many characters am I going to do per video? It's probably just going to depend on how quickly I get it done. So, like, that took, 11 minutes, give or take? So it'll probably be 2? Maybe. It just kind of depends on how quick I can get through them. If I feel like I have time for a third one, I'll go for it, and if not, then I won't. There are credits, and this time, actually shooting the credits will get you something. I'm not going to try very hard. I'm just going to, like, let it fast forward and go through this on the left-hand side, just so, it won't be using up screen time. But the coins are actually worth something here because you can use them in the little target minigame to get more trophies. So, shooting the credits actually does something useful in this game, unlike, 64 and Melee where it didn't do anything at all. It was just, a record you tried to break and it didn't do anything. It didn't unlock anyone.
Congratulations!
But that's for beating Target Smash Level 2, that's for beating Classic on Easy, and Apples was right here for beating Target Smash Level 1. And that also unlocks the boss battles. The reason it does that is because Crazy Hand is one of the 10 that you fight in the boss battles. And so you beat it to unlock him, but you don't actually need to fight Crazy Hand to unlock him, which seems kind of weird. So it seems like beating Crazy Hand would have been the thing that unlocked it. Or even just seeing him, but whatever. Either way, we're going to move on to Donkey Kong's test. I'm fully aware that I'm just being cheap. And Link was pretty cheap, too, because he just used the hot head to kill his girlfriend. But oh well.
Versus Diddy Kong.
A Battle of the Apes. Oh, I knew it was going to be on the stage, too. I had a feeling. It is kind of fortunate that on easy mode, its throws are pretty effective, so...
Versus
the reason you didn't see me use him a lot is because I use Marth and his throws are awful. Of course, whenever I was playing the co-op All-Star thing on event matches, I used the throw a couple times, but it was only whenever the negative zone was out, so everything was insta-kill. Aw, I could have picked up that sticker, but oh well. Well, if I wasn't taunting, I could have picked it up. Yeah, I know, I must prepare myself. As I will by charging up a punch. Without... I hate playing on the stage right now, man. It really makes me want to go play Fire Emblem Awakening now that I have it. It's funny because one of my friends, while we were, I said we had that vacation, one of my friends was with me, and so he bought it off of Amazon while we were there for like $50, and then I got back and got it off the, the 3DS shop and got it for $40. So he got hosed.
Ready, go!
But either way. I think for Target Smash Level 1, I think the character that I beat it with, getting the record for the thing, I think it was Pit, but I've heard Sonic works really well. So, if I had to try to remember which one to use, I would say it would be one of those two.
Versus Meta Knight.
Honestly, it's probably best to go for it with characters that are fast and have projectiles. So. Wow, that was sad. Midnight's lightweight, but he's not that lightweight. Oh well, that's easy mode for you.
Versus Metal Olimar.
It's gonna be on the same stage it always is, yeah. I'm gonna try to do something a little mean here. Ah, it didn't work. Okay, that might have got him. Yep.
Versus Fox and Falco.
Yeah, this will be interesting. If it'll load. And by the way, I don't think Classic is set to go to any melee stages during fights. At least I don't think I've ever seen that happen, so. Got the team thing. I guess Fox hit Wolf. Wolf hit Fox. No, Fox had to hit. Or Wolf had to hit Fox because Wolf didn't have any damage. Or it disappeared or something. I don't know where it went. Oh well.
Ready, go!
Yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. Even her counter didn't save her. I mean, it did momentarily, but, you know, not enough to matter.
Versus Giant Hit.
On Skyworld.
Ready, go!
It's always Skyworld. I don't know why I keep pressing the minus twice. It looks really weird. And yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising is a pretty good game. Not designed for lefties, though.
Versus Wario.
Graphics are pretty awesome, but yeah, not designed for
Ready,
lefties.
go!
Ambidextrous player would probably have the best time with it, in all honesty. Would I recommend it for, like, somebody that's looking for a challenge? Yeah, but if you're just looking for a casual playthrough of a game, it's probably not what you want to be choosing. Sticker Star's got some good puzzles in it, and
Ready,
Fire Emblem Awakening, I mean, I'd say that one's pretty good. That is one of the few times, like, because there's not a lot of Fire Emblem games where I use archers. I mean, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, I've done LPs in them where I use them, but pretty much those are the only games that I use archers with. But I've actually been using the archer to get an Awakening, the only one I have this far, and he's pretty dang good. I will say, though, because this isn't much of a spoiler, whenever you do a class change, you can choose between two characters that have that Sacred Stones. But whenever you class up your healers, you can either class them up into a Sage, which makes sense, because, you know, magic, they're already using it. Or you can class them up into, I don't remember what the unit is called, but it'll be a healing unit that also uses axes, which doesn't make any sense at all, but it was hysterically funny when I saw it. Obviously I chose Sage. I mean, I'm not going to waste my time trying to train my healer using axes. It doesn't make sense. And that was a pretty easy fight. 4-4-4-4. We got 4 4s. It's not as funny as me saying the weird version of 2 on the live stream that we had, but, you know, either way. Yeah, the little spinning thing works pretty well. This is kind of a strategy that worked pretty well in the, not very well, but it worked decently well in the event match where you fought Master Hand and Crazy Hand, and so it works pretty well here. So you just jump and spin. You know, it won't take that long to beat him. Not with that attack. Pretty much there's always one attack you can count on to be really good, and if you figure out that one attack, you'll be pretty much set for boss battles. Because if you can find an attack that's fast, does decent damage, and it doesn't leave you vulnerable, then that's going to be one of your best moves to have. Which is why whenever you're beating boss battles, if you have a counter or a reflector or anything like that, it really helps. So Marth, Ike, Lucario, Lucas, Ness, you know, Fox, Falco, Wolf, all of them have a pretty easy time beating it on boss battles just for that alone. I'm not saying it makes them invincible, but it definitely helps. There we go. That one took about 10 minutes. And I really don't want to make half-an-hour episodes, and I think, honestly, with end of school coming up, we probably don't want to be pushing it any more than that. So I think I'm just going to stick with 2, which I know will take a long time. But at least if you're looking for a specific character, you'll know which one to hunt for. Since I am doing Classic, I might work on another project just, you know, to keep it fresh and not just me be doing the same thing over and over. So I'll think about doing that as well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and next time on Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I will continue more of Classic Mode with Link and Samus. See you guys then.